Hi, it's me again, Nishma from Fit Inspired Mama. I'm here because my next episode 12 today, is about loving yourself. We all have issues for understanding how to love ourselves. We feel unworthy, unhappy. We try to find happiness from outside and not realizing it's within us. We need to start loving us for us. But how do you do that? Listen to my next episode right here to learn how to love yourself. Welcome to Fit Inspired Mama. I am your host, Nishma Karim. Come join me on my podcast. I am a fitness trainer, mom of two. I am here to inspire you and to be me. I love recording solo and interviewing inspired, realistic women to let the world know we are all in this together. Come join us and listen in. Let's get inspired together, one episode at a time. Hi, thank you again for joining me today. This is Nishma Karim, your host at Fit Inspired Mama. I have been craving through my heart and soul to talk to you all about loving yourself. What does that mean? Question is, how do we love ourselves? How inspired are you? By the thoughts you think, the words you use, the feelings you feel, and the beliefs you live by. Everyone's definition of self-love is different. I'm not talking about how to self-care for yourself. Though that is important, I'm talking more how to love you and yourself for you and who you are. How do you do that? I used to have a hard time loving myself for many years. I could not accept myself for who I was, and that was one reason why I became depressed in the long run. I remember when I used to go to school and I was always feeling left out. I didn't like the way I felt, the way I looked. I wanted to try and fit in. I wanted people to say, "Wow, Nish, you look good." Or, "Nish, I love your outfit." I wanted to always be praised, or I was not happy. If I did something wrong, or if I did something good, actually, I wanted a thank you, and I wanted to make sure they knew I helped out. Or hello, I worked really hard for that. It was difficult for me to do things without being praised, though I did them from my heart and I loved doing them. It's just was something that I needed at the time to keep doing it. It was hard to just be myself. As a child, this is something we need to learn, and to love who we are and not worry about what others will think or say. And trust me, this is not as easy as we may think it is. When you talk down to yourself, you immediately start believing those thoughts. You feel unworthy, not loved, and you start to imagine these thoughts that create your energy. People around you will feel your negativity, and that is how we create bad relationships. We don't make friends. We don't allow others into our circle. We push people away unintentionally. Our loved ones are feeling that energy and probably do not want to be around us. One of the biggest impact in my life was weight. I used to struggle with the way I looked and how I looked fat. My friends that surrounded me all struggled with weight too. We all were in the same boat. We always end up attracting people that are like us, who carry the same energy as us. And being around these friends made me feel even worse about myself. This is how I realized that loving yourself is within us. If we don't change our mindset and how we feel by controlling our thoughts and the people we surround, we will always constantly hold this feeling of unworthy, not loved, and not enough within us. We start looking for answers outside of us for happiness, having a car, a house, someone to love us, or a new dress to feel that happiness. But after all that, we still don't feel that love about ourselves, and that is where the problem starts. I was probably 15 years old when I weighed myself first time. I was probably 150 pounds and maybe not even 5 feet yet, because I am 5'1" as we speak right now. I felt disliked. I was probably unhappy and always felt discouraged with others not liking me. But these were my thoughts. This wasn't reality. Growing up, we are engraved with energy and thoughts from our parents, how they react, how they talk to us, the love they give us, the way they hug us or kiss you. We go through good and bad energy throughout our lives. We start to attract certain types of energy that we are used to attracting. All this reflects the way we will be thinking or feeling growing up. This is the energy that we have built up, energy from childhood that we have inside us, that has been shown to us. And now, as we grow older, we need to learn how to slowly remove those poor, awful energy so we can find our source of peace and pleasing energy beneath us. You gotta sit down and think, have you ever felt that way before? Or have you ever made choices in your life you wish you could change? I don't know. I don't know if I want to change anything in my life. The journey I have gone through has shaped me for who I am today. And I'm so proud of finding this journey because here I am now helping others gravitate to learn that life is about just being you and showing up for you. Our life is about us. How we perceive in life will create our journey and our life. I would always look in the mirror and see someone I'm not happy with. I would constantly judge myself or compare myself to others. When you don't love you for you, we try and find someone to compare our lives with and feel even worse than we already do. We are not happy individuals when we cannot love who we are right now. Yes, that was me. I would see a friend who had her baby similar time as me, and I would compare how good she looked, how happy she seemed, and just kept feeling like I'm not worthy, and I'm not okay, and I'm exhausted, and I'm tired. Have you felt that way after having babies too? Our bodies change, our lives changes, and most of all, our hormones are all over the place, so it makes sense this can happen to us. But how do we go back to loving us for who we are? This is a constant problem we all have. We do not know how to love ourselves for us. And when you say love yourself, I'm talking about loving yourself to the core, valuing yourself for who you are, not worried about what that person will say about your shoes or your dress or how your hair looks today. Valuing ourselves from within. Maybe if we loved ourselves enough, we could stop comparing and competing with others around us. When will it ever end? Have you ever praised someone and said, "Wow, you look fabulous," and in return, they would say, "Oh, this? No, I look so fat." And just, no, I don't. A basic slap on the face. Well, that is the problem with society and women. We don't know how to say a simple thank you. We are blocked from seeing something so beautiful when others can see it in us, but we can't. This all comes to how we feel internally, spiritually, physically, and mentally. Internally, finding peace within yourself, being gentle and kind towards ourselves, honoring and noticing what we are really feeling inside. Spiritually, this is your most powerful form, being within us and honoring the light and beauty around us. It could be one with nature, love, creativity, of anything that fills your soul or your heart. Physically, accepting your emotions, prioritizing yourself, trusting yourself, being true and nice to yourself, forgiving yourself, and setting healthy boundaries. Mentally, to learn to love yourself for who you are, to remind ourselves that no one is perfect, and we all have strengths and weaknesses, and we constantly still need to work on improving ourselves. It's a never-ending journey. Did you know that we have around 70,000 thoughts that run in our head in a single day, and 98% of those thoughts are from our thoughts from yesterday? And then about 80% are negative thoughts towards ourselves or somebody else. Our negative emotions cause nervous system chaos, while positive emotions bring the nervous system in alignment. We make better choices for our lives and for our health when we start reacting in a positive state, and we feel it right in our hearts. Did you know that positive emotions actually strengthen our heart and arteries? We can literally harden our arteries with our negative emotions. Isn't that crazy? Our secret ingredient to loving ourselves is gratitude, being grateful for what we have today and now, being grateful for our health, our life, the people around us, our home, the support we have, being grateful for waking up every morning and being alive. Do you know if you will live another day? Why are we so engraved in finding love from outside when all that matters is the love we can find within us? I didn't realize any of this in my life till the biggest lesson was given to me: pregnancy and postpartum depression. This was the lesson I learned, the true depth of loving yourself. I was feeling the pressure after my baby was born to lose weight, that I needed to look a certain way and being able to do a certain thing so I'm not left out. This is not something we need to think about. This was all an illusion. We needed to focus on the love and affection of our new baby at that moment. But as other moms, I was also worried what people would say with my weight gain and how I looked and how fast I can now start working out. But in reality, all this just gave me depression and made me not love myself enough. Instead of taking things slow, enjoying each moment, and loving that baby incredibly and beautifully, I was not myself to love anyone because I neglected to love me. I realized after being a mother, it was the internal side of me that needed work. But instead, in our heads, we are feeling ashamed and regret. I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't do that. I didn't go to the gym. I'm going to stay fat. I'm horrible. Oh my God, it's a never-ending story. It's all about slowing down and learning to love you for you. loving our little one with the same love we want to love ourselves. First, let's try to think more positive. But not just think them, put them into action. Going for walks, being in nature, finding things to do that you love. Breathe. Enjoy that book. Something you can stay and do and feel positive throughout your day. Second, start writing down everything you are grateful for each day. Start saying thank you when you wake up in the morning and thank you when you're about to go to sleep. Watch how our words can change our thoughts. Third, surround yourself with what makes you happy. Surround yourself with the people that keep you smiling and truly love you for you. Fourth, be your own best friend and start talking to yourself the way you want to be talked to. Start honoring your needs and don't push them aside and make excuses. Start indulging yourself in a more healthier habits. That's your fifth one. Eating healthy, learning what foods are good for you, and keeping track of what you eat will help you see what habits you need to change. Your sixth, start taking control of your own circumstances. No more pointing fingers or comparing ourselves to others. Every time we feel like we're going to do that, change your thoughts, change your mind. Gain the power to create change and learn to take your power back. And lastly, give yourself love and respect. Start being good to your body and your mind. Sleep properly and on time. Set up regular time and space to your spiritual life and start to show yourself that you love you from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. You are worthy. You are a good person. You are a magnificent being. You are an energetic, spiritual being in a human body. You love who you are. You are worthy of love. You have peace and intelligence within you. You have health within you. You have well-being within you. You love and appreciate your focus. You love and appreciate your attention. You love and appreciate your open, receiving guidance. You love and appreciate your feeling of fluidness. You love and appreciate your feelings of acceptance. You love and appreciate kindness to yourself and others. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. Thank you for being here today. I'm so happy you listened in. I hope today's episode gave you so much realistic ideas to learn a few methods to be you and to love just you. Please do subscribe to my podcast either on your favorite podcast or on YouTube now that we have it on YouTube. Please write a review, and I cannot wait to talk to you next week. We will talk soon.